said on TV you were unhappy with some of Arsenal's.
No, I didn't. I said I was unhappy with the greater good of the game, not about Arsenal. The game's in a really poor state for people diving, feigning injury, all sorts. And I just found it peculiar. I was at a Premier League meeting a couple of weeks ago, and they actually told us the worst that can happen is a yellow card. And I said, well, so that means basically every player in the Premier League can cheat at least once a game. So have you ever thought about that? Because I said, I don't know another professional sport, or a sport for that matter, where they actually tell you can cheat once a game and you just get a warning. I've never heard of that ever in any other sport. I find that really peculiar. I think it's really poor for the game. I've got a son who plays, and I can't be hypocritical for my own son. He sees me and goes, Dad, everyone diving on the floor, what's that all about? I go, yeah, well, it's one of them things. That's not for me. I go, no, son, it's unacceptable. Simple as that.
Didn't they say you can't get it twice in the game?
No, what my point is, it wouldn't matter, would it? Because once you've had one go at it, if you get away with it, you get something from it. If you don't get away with it, then you don't do it again, do you? But you don't know any sport that does that. I don't know many sports. I don't know. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe someone will find someone. I'm sure you'll all try. That's your job. Okay, you got it wrong. There was another sport. 15 of them. I can't remember them all. No, it's a joke. I'm allowed to joke as well. 3 or 4 incidents. You can decide whether you saw them or not. I'm not going to start because it's not about... The story goes that it'll be about Arsenal. It's not about Arsenal. It's not about Arsenal. It's about the greater good of the game. The game's in a really poor state for people just literally falling on the floor. I know I'm the only one who ever talks about it. I find that really weird. You know Tony Adams, when he was captain here? Can you imagine it? Do you think he'd have accepted it? Do you think he'd have accepted it as captain of his own players, let alone the opposition players? I doubt it.
Did you see the one last night, Mitrovic?
No, I didn't actually. I was with the chairman out for dinner last night. It was really nice. He paid as well. Impossible that a Burnley fella buys you dinner. It's an impossible moment in time. It's nearly always my round. You're not sorry? Well, I think, but no one else seems that bothered. And if they're not, that's fine. But I get asked questions about it, so I'm going to answer honestly and authentically. So if my answer doesn't resonate with anyone, that's fine. But when you think of an advert in worldwide football that the Premier League is, and it's blatantly people just fall on the floor, and there's children, millions around the world watching it, how do you expect it to stop? So my son's been playing since he was 8, and I see it all the time on park pitches. I see it. He's in an academy now, but I see it in academies. I see it all the time, and I think, wow, how did that creep into our game?
Why do you think you're the only one speaking about it? What is it?
You can ask everyone else.
Acceptance over last 15, 20
I don't know. Fans seem to accept it. I don't know if it's because it adds a bit of, talking points and a bit more conjecture to the game, and everyone go, I don't know. But I remind you, I think it's really important. So when I harp on about it, it's really important to remember, I'm not talking about gamesmanship. It's been there 100 years that football's been going. When I used to play, if you clip the striker and he goes down, you're stupid. Simple as that. He goes down because you've clipped him and he gets a penalty. That's a whole different ballgame. I'm on about no one touching anyone and going down. I'm on about people going down and then springing back up and sprinting after someone. I don't know where that lives. That cannot be acceptable.
Sure, can
I
you
don't think. Pardon?
Can you offer a solution?
Yeah, really simply, just ban them.
Straight up.
Yeah, it'll be out of football within a month. Because if you're a manager, why would you want to lose your best players? If, by the way, it is your best players that are doing it. It might not be your best players, but the point is, why would you want to lose players over which actually, when you think about it, is a bit of a silly thing, really, but it's grown into not a silly thing. It's grown into a level where it's every week now. They used to highlight it. How much have they done that? When you think back about 7 or 8 years, it used to be highlighted. Now they don't even show it. Doesn't even get showed now. That's peculiar about life. Probably about life, actually. Probably is about life.
Presumably your players don't do it because you pick them up on it if they do.
Probably. I don't know. Well, by the way, we don't have big meetings about it.
No.
They probably hear me do this, and they probably think,
If they get an advantage, surely you can't. It's difficult to tell them not
what, from cheating?
Well,
What are you going to do then? So you go, well, I'll tell you what then. When your kids, if you've got kids, they're growing up, they do a maths test. And the teacher comes and said, your kid cheated. Well done. That's all right, well done. Do you do that? I don't think so. You go, by the way, what are you doing? And then you go down and you agree with the teacher, or you should be agreeing with the teacher and go, it's unacceptable. This is professional sport. Professional sport. Acceptable to just get a yellow card, to cheat, literally cheat and get a yellow card.
your team is then at a disadvantage.
Well, you've got your own reasons to want to do what you want to do. And when you're a manager, you want to do them in your way. So that's my way of doing it. But like I say, I need to be really clear so it doesn't go the wrong way. If my player gets pushed in the back, I'd expect him to go down. If he gets pushed in the back in the penalty, I'd expect him to go down because that is clever play. That's gamesmanship. That's the margin. They're the inches that are in sport everywhere. You know, tennis players taking a bit too long, you know, in the break and, you know, tying their lace, all them things. They've been there in sport for hundreds of years or whatever. But the point is, I want about blatant stuff. It just, where's the end?